Well, howdy do. It's another Thursday with Ace. Oh, lots to talk about, but I don't want to talk about too much. Want to just keep it kind of simple tonight. I hope people will watch that interview between Tucker and Putin, especially Canadians, since their government is seen like by Putin as on the whole government. When they stood up and gave a standing ovation to the SS officer who fought against Russia, along with the Ukrainian leader standing up and giving an ovation. Putin now sees Canadian government on all sides as being Nazis. Hey, the bear gets dragged out with hook, and lots of innocent people get hurt in the process because the cult wants to fulfill its prophecies. Yeah, it's an interesting interview there. World has been played, and the bear is dragged out with hooks. And I hope any Christians realize what that means. That Russia is not this aggressive bear. It has been dragged out to this point that then it goes mad. And I believe it'll go even more mad when the AI deepfake event run by the vampires, the CCP, the WEF, the UN, the 1666 cult, and many more of them will run this deepfake to try and fool the West into believing that Russia has attacked, fooling them, then the West, to do an all-out attack on Russia, which then Russia will then believe that it has been attacked by the US, not knowing that the West is seen and being played to believe that Russia is the aggressor. And so Russia will respond to the US's attack on it, along with China deep faking its attack on its own land to make China believe that the US, Japan, Taiwan has at the same time attacked Russia, China, and also Iran. So they want this push of world war, global war, where the left and the right are played into war. Imagine all the liberals, all these left wing. Imagine the ones from the 60s, the 70s, meeting the ones now. They would be like, you believe in censorship? You believe in silencing? You believe in war? They'd be like, the fuck happened? Like, did we go into that show, The Twilight Zone? Are we being punked? But no, they're not being punked. It's just because of the education system, and sadly, a third party has been playing both left and right. Here's a pondering thought for those in Canada. Did you know the Pierre Polygon? Is that his name? The conservative guy? That he was adopted because his mom, who was 16, got pregnant. And there is actually a belief that the one who got, this, I am not confirming this and saying if it's true or not, but it seems that he was given the last name of his mother and the first name of his father. And the father being the prominent politician, that then Pierre was then adopted by another family that eventually, I think the document that they divorced, that then he became like a career politician, that he has no previous work experience except being like this politician, but has a net worth of like $23 million or something. And the vanishing WEF documents on him and all that. But it is speculating, and they're saying now that he is the half-brother of Justin. Can you imagine? Both sides play. Fuck. They're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. They're like, we vote for this guy, we vote for that guy, we get the same shit. It's just a different tie. Or in this case, different socks, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing coming out now. Yeah, onions, many layers. But I cannot confirm that he is the actual half brother of Justin. Is just what is starting to be pushed towards the world here. And other information. A lot of people, a lot of information drops. There was a lot of people fired today in Canada, and basically it was because the government's censorship of over media and everything in Canada. All these reporters and all this, they lost their jobs today, and they're being told that these other ones are going to be hired like private contractors to do their jobs instead. And they said they weren't making money. Basically, the government wouldn't allow any news to be shared on social medias and different things because they said that, Google and them, Facebook wasn't giving them enough profits where advertising want their things shared. When I remember the times of Angel Fire, you paid Google to share your shit. Like, you paid. You didn't demand that Google give you their money. Oh, it's a weird world. Greed. But anyway, all those ones that went along with it lost their jobs. Oh, there's news, local news for areas will no longer be available. Like the Atlantic news is gone. There's all these other newses. There will only be certain places that will have news. The whole country will be in the dark. And hired these special contractors, which, in my opinion, will be AI generated fucking news broadcasts. And, like, yeah, they'll just report positive things for the government and never report the agenda and never report anything that is actually going on. But that is now happening in Canada. And so I think a lot of information, a lot of stuff that these ones that believe that they were getting golden tickets are just going to start dumping this information here and there that they were once suppressed from reporting about these people. So Canada's in an interesting place. I think the reason they want to shut the news down is because then other countries don't see, and also Canada doesn't see what is happening in the US or other areas. They can just, like China, put them in a little bubble, suppress them, and feed them like mushrooms. Hear your bullshit and kept in the dark. Oh, I pray that one day may God deliver Canada and give them the actual rights like Americans. But, yep, that's an interesting interview. And I think soon that Canada is going to get really pissed on by China, Iran, and Russia with the help of ones that are pretending to be their leader. And sadly, it will take the United States and the US military to free them from that, because otherwise they will just get sucked into that and never be like China. So much going on there. 2024. I think it's a pretty wild year. Yep. But yeah, Putin thinks Canada, along with the Ukraine, are just, their governments are Nazis. And they are fighting and supporting Nazis and their cause. Pretty interesting interview. And he lays down the history, he lays down the facts. Oh well. I hope you had a good Thursday. I've been just dealing with a lot of, snow. All this white stuff on Black History Month? Come on. Why is there no fight against this and stopping this carbon tax? Because we need increased heat to remove this white menace that just covers all nature and removes the beauty that is around. Remove this white menace now. Remove the snow. Demand that global warming be increased, and that we do not concern ourselves with two degrees, 1 degrees, for we want to remove this white menace called the snow. Especially on Black History Month. What's it doing here? It's taking all their attention. Anyway, have a good one. And I love you, my friend. And I hope you had an amazing day. Hugs and kisses. Later.